Recently, I went for a fitting for some new golf clubs, and I think it's about time I told you honestly what I got. In this video, I'm going to talk you through exactly what I got, what specs they are, and I got a little bit more than just some golf clubs, so don't go anywhere. So to kick things off, it's not actually a tailor-made video, but that's the only box I did have. Guys, I went for a fitting down at Titleist at Woburn for the new TSR driver and TSR woods. Now, often when this happens, you go and get fitted, you make sure you get the right specs, you make sure that is the driver for your season. In this video, I'm going to talk you through exactly what more you can get from a golf club fitting rather than just a new driver and a fairway wood. So we're going to kick things off here at Woolley Park Golf Club. We're on the 18th hole, a hole that I don't really like. I don't often hit the fairway here, but with this new fitted driver and the information I've gathered, I honestly think it could be a bit of a game changer for me hitting more fairways and, you guessed it, longer drives. You see, golf isn't all about your good shots. Often it's about your bad shots, it's about your mishits, it's about where the ball goes when you're not too sure where it goes. If that makes sense, let's hit one down here and then I'm going to explain exactly what specs I got in this driver, if it's going to stay in the bag, and exactly what else I took from this fitting. Didn't steal anything, by the way, before you all start, because I did have a tour around the Titleist facility, but straight away I feel so much more confident with this club, and there's a few reasons for that. That is trundling down that fairway at the rate of knots. Now you see, even that shot there, I love that tee shot. That is a tee shot that is probably a stock shot for me now, a little bit out of the toe, as you can see from my tee marks here, but it's still kept its ball speed and has still probably gone a decent distance with low spin. That's exactly one of the things that I took from this fitting. You'll see that I have the setup here in T2, so that means it's just slightly out of the toe. That puts the centre of mass behind the strike zone, and that's something which I've never really thought of too much before in fittings. I've always practiced and practiced and practiced when it comes up to a fitting, so I'm hitting the best possible shots. Then, as the season goes on, as you play more golf, as you lose a bit of confidence, you start to have a more sporadic strike zone. Then that driver is nigh on useless to you because your swings change completely. I think if you go for a fitting, you're not too confident, you're not quite swinging your best, that's when your flaws come out, that's when they can fit you to a driver that can help you the most. I'm going to talk 3-wood in a second as well, but there's another thing that I got out of this which could be quite revolutionary for us all. So we have hit a decent tee shot down the left side here on the 18th hole at Woolley Park Golf Club, a tee shot which for me is usually a horror tee shot. That's gone. I've gone after that, especially with this wind up. Guys, earlier this year I also went for a fitting for some irons at Mizuno.
Where that AMT is a little bit soft versus some others, it will kind of promote a bit more of a glancy strike, which is what will cause that unwanted curvature. So we're all going to hit shots offline, that's fine, but there's two different offline shots. There's the direct miss and then there's one that moves.
Is the direct miss going to kind of maintain the ball speed as well, do you think, rather than...
Exactly, because it's not such a glance across the ball, it's a little bit more heavy ball, you know, that club face is staying on the ball a little longer.
Now you may see a common trend in this video. I got more out of this fitting than just irons. For me, a good fitter is an educator, and I actually worked out that I was trying to shape my iron shots way too much. Matt from Mizuno said, James, why are you trying to shape big draws, big fades? Let's put a proper shaft in there that can help you hit straighter golf shots. Hopefully that's exactly what we'll do here. Right, we've got a pitching wedge, we've not got a long way in, straight into the wind. We're going to send this straight up and straight down, and hopefully stick it close. Oh, like that, please. That is what a good fitting can do for you. That is an exceptional shot. Guys, comment below, have you ever been for a fitting? What did you go and get fitted for? And what extra did you take from them? If you're paying for someone's time, or if you're just going to buy some new golf clubs, extract as much knowledge from them as you can, because generally they're not just there to sell you clubs, they're to sell you dreams. Now, I've also been lucky enough, guys, I can't quite believe I've hit that iron shot there, but to spend some time with Callaway and Odyssey for a putter fitting. Now, if you watch this channel a lot, you will know I've been putting quite well this year, but I still wanted to go and get fitted for a putter, because for me, if you're not fitted, you might always be able to do that little bit better.
My machine here, so where we can have a bit of a look, nice and careful, just so I can check.
Is this to check if I've been throwing it around or not?
Yeah, basically, yeah, it's going to see if the hossel's bent and all that. So, so you can see there that we've now, just by going here, we can see that your lie angle is 72 degrees.
Yeah.
Here at the back, that's your loft. So I think you can see there we're
2, 1 and a bit, 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So quite low loft.
Yeah. There's one. So I went to go and get fitted, and the guys at Cal said, you know what, James, you're actually fitted for the perfect putter already. That put my mind at ease. That made me think, you know what, everything that I have been doing is correct. So that means I should be playing the best golf of my life. Sometimes you just want to make sure that the clubs in your bag are perfect, even if you are going through a little bit of a purple patch, which I thought my putting was. Doesn't mean to say you're going to hole all your putts, but if you feel way more comfortable with a club, then generally, oh, that's gold dust. That's still a par, we're going to take that. And guys, I've got another couple of little gems for you that I've taken from club fittings this year. Make sure you stay tuned, and if you're enjoying this video, hit that subscribe button for more. Now, when we talk club fitting, we often think of the top end of the bag, we think distance, we think accuracy, and we think bombs. Now, when I went for the Titleist fitting, everyone was like, James, you generally hit okay fairways, you don't really hit as many fairways as you should, your ball speed's okay, you carry it around 275. You're not really going to gain much on that. You might gain half a mile an hour ball speed, you might have a tiny drop in spin that might get you again another 2 or 3 yards, or we can fit you into a ½ an inch shorter shaft, which will help you hit more fairways. That's one of the huge things that I took from the last fitting I went to, and something which actually I have visited before, but just totally forgot about. So generally I do find that does help me hit more fairways. I do feel way more confident with this club. And then we also spoke about fairway woods and about 3 woods, and it absolutely blew my mind, something which again I should know as a PGA Pro, and you should probably think you would know as an everyday golfer, a club golfer, whatever level you are at. First of all, let's send this down this fairway and hopefully prove myself correct. Do like the look of this actually. Oh, that is absolutely perfect. And again, it's just down the middle of the fairway, but what if I wanted to miss that fairway bunker? If I would have hit that a tiny bit right, would have been in the fairway bunker, staring a bogey in the face. I'm obviously going to hit something shorter. I'm going to hit, wait for it, I'm going to hit the 3 wood, the little brother. Now, I've always gone for a stronger lofted 3 wood, as strong as I can possibly get. I've gone for a 13.5 degree, got it down to about 11 and thought, you know what, that's going to be an absolute beast off the tee. Not this time. I've gone for a 15 degree set at standard, because I know I do not want this 3 wood to go too far. If this 3 wood goes too far, if it goes almost as far as my driver, then it's almost a little bit pointless, especially for off the tee, because it will still go in that bunker. Now if I hit this 3 wood, it's going to open the hole up a lot more, so I don't need to worry about hitting it on line with that bunker. I know I can just hit it nice and firm, and the bunker is never going to be in play. If you go and try and get a strong lofted 3 wood and you think, you know what, I want to hit it way past all my friends, then it could almost cost you a little bit when you come out here to play serious golf. That's another thing that I've taken from these club fittings. Make sure your bag is spaced out correctly, make sure you have proper gaps in there so that you can have different shots to play the game correctly. Everybody, if you are still here, then make sure you throw a like on this video to let me know that you're still here, because you are still here for the best bit of advice I can possibly give you for what you should take from a club fitting. Here I have a Titleist Fairway Wedge fitted in my specs, 56 degree S grind, 10 degrees of bounce. That's perfect from 100 yards, which is funnily enough what we have in here. But 100 yards isn't the only place I want a 56 degree to be one of my favourite clubs in the bag, because long game's sexy, but short game is where you win the money and beat all of your friends. That's gone quite close. Let me show you where else you need your wedges to work for you if you're going to take the money, lower your handicap, and enjoy your golf. Say if I were to miss the green here on the right hand side, and I know that I need a wedge that is going to help me get up and down. That took absolutely ages, by the way. I'll show the outtakes over on Facebook. But I know that the S grind is the perfect shot for me here. If I had F grind, it wouldn't be versatile enough. If I had M grind, I don't feel like I could get the right contact. But for me, that S grind has worked perfectly, and people don't always go and get fitted for wedges, which I think is absolutely crazy. Guys, wedges are your scoring clubs as well as your putter, which I mentioned earlier. Even though I was putting well, I made sure the putter was the right putter for me, and even if I'm chipping well, especially in these wintry conditions, make sure the wedges are the right wedges for you. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Smash that subscribe button. I look forward to seeing you all at the same time tomorrow. Bye.